Well, that first half was an experience. The Chicago Bulls are down by 14 at halftime to the Memphis Grizzlies. We're gonna talk about it all. First, we got to play that intro.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. It's halftime of game time. The Bulls versus the Memphis Grizzlies, and yeah, the Bulls suck, y'all. I don't know how else to say it. This team is absolutely getting dogged walk by the Memphis Grizzlies right now. The Memphis Grizzlies might as well be running layup lines out there right now. Once again, Nikola Vucevic, the most consistent Bulls player, 6 for 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from three-point range, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 15 points. Zach LaVine, 12 points. He's 5 of 9 from the field. Kobe White's cold yet again, 1 for 5 from the field. Josh Giddey's 2 for 6 from the field. The bench, Jalen Smith, solid. He has 7 points coming off that bench and 3 rebounds. 3 points for Lonzo Ball in his 10 minutes in the first half, which means that we're not going to see a lot of Lonzo in the second half of this game unless they've upped his minutes restriction. Ayo Dosunmu was 1 for 2 from the field in his 11 minutes with 3 rebounds as well. Julian Phillips is 0 for 2, but he has a positive 2 when he's on the court. And other than that, it's been ugly. The Bulls have shot the ball 20 of 46 for 43%. They are 11 of 23 from three-point range, which is actually really solid. They're 47% from three-point range right now. Most of the Chicago Bulls points, 33 of their 54 have come from behind the three-point line. So look at that. 3 more of those have come at the free throw line. So take that for what you will. But other than that, 17 assists on 20 made baskets isn't bad. 5 turnovers so far in this game, so they've gotten turnovers underway. But the Memphis Grizzlies are just executing better. 28 of 59 from the field for 47%, 10 of 26 from the three-point line in their time. They're also out-rebounding the Bulls by 11. Zach Edey's killing the Bulls on the boards right now. They have 18 assists on 28 made baskets due to the Memphis Grizzlies so far in this game. And overall, yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's a bad game. Bad game. Yeah. If it wasn't for a 10-0 scoring stretch by the Chicago Bulls, we would be down by 20 at halftime right now. That's how bad it would be. The Bulls in the first half of this game have a defensive rating of 124. Keep in mind, with defensive rating, the lower numbers, the better. 110 is league average. The Bulls are fucking terrible right now defensively. You have a 55% true shooting percentage. We are 7 of 18 in the paint. They're 18 of 32 in the paint. Yeah, this is ugly. This is absolutely ugly right now is what it is. And the Bulls really, hey, like I said, we'll know who this Bulls team is. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Come on. Come here. Now you got to walk your fat ass all the way around. Anyway. Yeah, the Bulls are getting their ass kicked right now. I don't know what you were doing over there. You good? You okay? It's good. You all right? Okay. I'm not finna hug you. I get Acme wanted to change the direction, but what is the point of having like 70% of a roster that can't play any defense? I mean, that's a great question there. Why do we keep trying the 3-ball crap all the time? Attack the paint. If you're in the cold zone and then eventually threes will present themselves. Constantly shooting threes ain't going to win games. I mean, they're hitting the 3-ball effectively today, though, right? They're doing that so much because it's working. You're almost 49% from 3-point range. Most teams are going to keep trying to see if they're hot from 3-point range in this game, right? It was interesting to hear about Memphis coaching staff changes and the movement. Yeah, I mean, the movement's been great for this team. Yeah, and them killing us on the boards right now is really a big part of this. They have 9 second chance points. The Bulls have none. 9 second chance points. The Bulls have 2 offensive rebounds. They have 10. So they have 9 Second chance points on 10 offensive rebounds. That's really good. That's really good. Rebound is absolutely god awful. Absolutely god awful rebounding. Should have kept AC with this team. Honestly, no. And the only reason why I say no is because you're not going to re-sign him. He probably wouldn't have re-signed here, right? If AC wants to compete for titles, he probably wouldn't. Like stylistically, yes, AC fits a lot into what this team's trying to do, but it's not just about style. It's also about money. It's about pay, and you got to look at it like, yeah, it just probably wouldn't have been there, right? As AC's going over 30, so. I'm still glad Debo isn't here to bail them out. They need to live with their poor play and hopefully learn from it. Hey, I feel you there. I see we still don't know how to play zone. Oh, we can't play zone to save our life. We can't play zone to save our life. I can't believe how bad this team is. It's like the start of last season. Now, they did turn it around, right? So, like, it's still a lot of time for this Bulls team to turn around no matter how bad they look right now. But yeah. Listen, here's what, and I said this over at the Shy Bulls chat. If the Bulls get Cooper Flag, it's going to be a bust. If the Bulls get lucky to get number one overall with the luck of this franchise, Cooper Flag will. I don't think Cooper Flag is going to be a bust, but if the Bulls get him, I do trust he's probably going to be a bust. That's just our luck that we luck up and get the number one overall pick in what's supposed to be the deepest draft in the last decade, and we end up getting the bust out of that draft. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the way that it works. I'm just waiting for the day that the dog jumps into Haize lap mid. Oh, it's coming. It's definitely coming. He tries to bully his way up. Look, he's coming. He's coming again now. Come on. Come on. Just come on. Just come on. When you lift up the arm, just come on. Just come on, you goddamn big ass fucking teddy bear. Why are you acting like such a baby? What's wrong? I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling about the Bulls. It's not you. You're cool. All right. Anyway. We are actually shooting good this game. Shooting from three good, yes. We are shooting very well from three today. Whatever year this is with Billy and they still don't know to move without the fucking ball. Bro. This team has talent. I don't get why we look so hopeless out there because it's not just about having talent. It's also about how that talent fits together. And the Bulls, like, you can have all the talent in the world, but when you got talent and you got two players that are plus players defensively on your team, it's going to make it hard for anything to shine. It just is. So while we're playing a lot more modern style offense and a lot more exciting brand of offense, we completely have lost any shred of defensive identity that we had. We lost all of it. And so because of that, like, it's going to be a long season for the Bulls. It's going to be very long. I'm starting to believe that the Bucks win is just a dream. Listen, I mean, didn't the Bucks just lose to the Nets? The Bucks their defense is just that bad. Their defense is just that bad. I'm not an analytics guy, but wouldn't a faster offense be bad for a defensive team? More possessions for the other end to get that could be no, Jabroni. So the way, for example, if you take DeMar off the team that we had last year, right, and you instead replace DeMar with I'm not even going to get to name. So a good defensive team that gets deflections, that gets defensive rebounds, that gets steals, right? That's what we did when we had Javonte Green, when we had Alex Caruso, when we had Lonzo Ball before his injury, right? A team like that plays that brand of defense. If your point of attack defense is good, it's good to get out in transition because you're creating quicker opportunities and easier opportunities for your offense. Now, when you say that a faster offense is bad for a bad defensive team, it still depends on how you're bad, right? And the Bulls right now, because they can't play a zone to save their life, right? Because they can't switch to save their life. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. $15 likes, 211 in the building. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Do you see Vooch and Smith line up in the second half? No. And the only reason why, Samuel, is because who's going to be your backup center then? That's why you're not going to see. Now, you may see some smaller stretches of it depending on matchups. And maybe we do see it in this one with JJJ and Zach Edey right out there. Maybe they do try to combat it, but you're not going to see a lot of that usually just because of just because of the lack of depth that we have at the big man position. Defensively, we look horrendous. Only bright side is that Vooch really been working on the shot. Oh, Vooch is legit offensively this year. We're talking about Vooch that has been almost back to the last year in Orlando Vooch with the efficiency. He's shooting 53% from the field. Last time he did that was 2022-23 with the Chicago Bulls. But then before that, 2018-19 with the Orlando Magic. He's shooting 53% from the three-point line. He's never done that on this type of volume. He's taking 4.5 3-pointers per game and hitting that at a 53% clip. So Vooch has been everything you want him to be, rebounding and offensive wise at the start of the season. The problem is defensively, he still sucks. He still sucks. Now, Flag is a goddamn stud. Pause. No, I believe that as well. I'm not saying that I doubt Flag, the player. I'm saying that if the Bulls are lucky to get him, I don't like. That's just our luck. It's just our luck. It's just our luck that something's going to suck and go wrong. This is going to expose Billy Donovan. The Bulls keep him for 3 more years. Listen. Smash the like button. Thank you, Eads. We appreciate you there, brother. Akitas always know when you're stressing, especially Loki. Loki always knows when I'm stressing. Bucks chasing the flag. I won't say that. I won't say that. Why does Giddey look like he can't dribble? When players come to Chicago, they get worse. Nobody looks smart on this team, and I haven't seen that Giddey looks like he can't dribble. Thanks for the explanation. Always wondered. Oh, no problem. No problem, Brody. No problem at all. Don't say that. Vooch will prove you wrong and crash. I mean, shit, that's on him, not me. Fuck, if a podcaster saying you've been playing well causes you to crash, then it was never real anyway. That's all I can say with that one. True. That's when you know it's a wild season when old man Vooch is our best player. I mean, that's crazy. Matty Legend, I lose my hair watching them never pass Vooch the ball in the paint when he had a smaller guy on him. Well, they did a lot. They've done a good job at that early in the season now. Am I saying they still miss times? Yeah, but listen, Vooch is cooking. Vooch is cooking. Who do you think would be the first to go? Listen, if Vooch keeps playing like this, Vooch could probably have a better market than Zach LaVine. I'm not saying he'll net you back as much, but I do think that there may be more teams calling for Vooch at the trade deadline. I definitely think that if Vooch keeps this up, man. Haize, you legit look lean. Your face look long. My face has always been long, but the problem was I was fat, so it didn't look long, right? No one's showing out besides old man Vooch. Listen, Vooch is killing it. If we play zone, Vooch will get tired faster because he has to rotate. We play zone, so Vooch's stamina actually looks pretty good out there. His conditioning looks good. Will the number one be Kobe, Zach, Modest? Nope, it's Vooch. That's crazy. That's crazy. Camille, I just feel like this in the reality of keeping our pick. I feel like it was unsustainable to expect both a pick and competitiveness. I mean, we're being competitive. We just suck. Chicago sports, except like maybe one team needs a Chicago coaching change. I can see where you're getting at with that. Nice to see you guys slowly coming around to get it. We knew that was going to be the case. I said that at the beginning of the season. That was going to be the case. And listen, Giddey's shooting, even when Giddey's shooting isn't the best, he finds a way to impact the game. Right? Who do you think is missed more? You think Caruso or DeMar? Ooh, that's a great question. Probably Caruso for his leadership. The vocality is a big part of why Caruso was so smart here. Vooch is going to request a trade at the trade. Good, as he should. The way that Vooch is playing, listen, I wouldn't even fault him for it. The way that Vooch is playing right now, Listen, he could help a lot of teams. A lot of teams. I ain't came around to no Giddy. That's hilarious. Who on this team got a dog mentality? I can't think of none at the moment. I mean, right now this team's playing. I mean, poodles are still dogs. This team's playing with the poodle mentality. Um, we got to get it together. Oh no, listen, I gotta disagree with you here. There are absolutely people who hated Giddy. There now, and the person in Josh Giddy. I'm not even talking about necessarily the basketball player. So long face ass dude, old grandpa encouraged the cowardly dog looking ass dude. We need a moment of Petty Roosevelt. That would be more exciting than this game. You ain't getting it, not in this one. But all right, I'll be back post game show, man. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See if we can get a